EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down.
Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15.
Wilson's pass.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
First and goal, Seattle.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. They go play action with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Aaron Jones.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Adams has it complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Benson Mayowa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the...
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funches. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
7-yard line.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Packers 14, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted the third time. Picked off at the 25. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. A
big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Wilson.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rodgers going to run the option here left, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Benson Mayowa, his 2nd sack of the night. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go, D. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
No good.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Chris Carson. A gain of a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
6-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Seahawks.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
26-yard line.
We got this. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to second.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.